you feel it? Can you smell it? You can almost taste it at this point. No, I'm not talking about the YouTube order fucking himself, because that would just be fucking disgusting. No, I'm talking about the excitement for Destiny. Now, by the time this video gets posted, the servers will officially be turned on and people are enjoying this game as we speak. And no, the gameplay in the background is not me playing yet. It's still the beta footage that I'm using before the game is officially in my console. So for those of you who are already enjoying the game before I do, fuck you. Yeah, I said it, a big old fuck you if you're playing the damn game ready, while I have to wait another 15 fucking hours or so to get my hands on this joint. And starting tomorrow, Tuesday, probably maybe 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock Eastern time or so, I will be live streaming the game over Twitch through my PlayStation 4. You know, I tested around the settings last week to see how the fuck that shit works, but tomorrow will be the real deal. Live streaming the campaign missions with whatever the fuck character I have at that time, and I'll probably stream for a good 4 hours or so till around 5 p.m. my time. The link to my Twitch channel is in the description, so you guys will get to enjoy that for all of you interested in seeing me play live. Now, before I get into the game, I do have a few clan details about the game so that people don't lose out on some of the benefits. Recently, Bungie did some resetting of shit over at the website to disconnect the beta from the full release. Whatever, man. Apparently, it has some effects on the clan portion of the website as well. Now, I don't know the full details of what it entailed, but in the meantime, those of you who are in the clan, you may need to revisit the website to sign up for the clan again. I'm not sure. Just go over there, take a quick peek, see if your shit still works, and then you'll solve that, whatever the fuck they need to do. The group is still the same. The details are the same, and I put the link in the description for that as well, so you guys can head over there, and if you haven't been part of it, you can sign up for the clan now. If you're already in the clan, all it takes is a quick visit, and for those of you who want to join up, you gotta sign up for the Bungie website and whatever the fuck they gotta do over there. It's open to all players, as I believe the clan supports both Xbox and PlayStation. However, as I've been saying for months, I will be on the PlayStation 4 version of the game. The majority of people at Prestige Gamers are going to be on the PlayStation 4 version of the game. So, if you're looking to find me in-game, that's the only platform I will have. No PlayStation 3, neither Xbox console, but the clan website itself does support all platforms. Now, you may ask, what are the benefits of the clan and why bother? As far as I can tell, the biggest impact is on the trophies and achievements. There are challenges that will require you to do things in a clan, such as playing a strike mission in a clan, playing in a raid in a clan, I believe, as well as some crucible challenges of PvP modes where playing in a party is going to be better than playing alone. You can also look cool rocking the Prestige Gamers game tag or whatever the fuck you want, but overall, those are the biggest impacts on the game. Also, as I promised during my beta videos, I said I would personally help anyone complete the PlayStation 4 trophy to beat a strike mission with your clan members. And since I am such a boss at video games, I will probably also do my part in completing the strike without dying, which is also a trophy that you need to do. I mean, look, if you die on your own, hey, that's you, motherfucker. But I can stay alive longer than the Bee Gees music video on Soul Train up in this bitch, man. But anyway, those in the clan that need to complete strike missions with members, I can help out on those, and that's going to be your biggest benefit. It's also your biggest chance of getting into strike missions with me and members of the Prestige Gamers website. Now, as for raids, the details on the raids have said that you will only be able to play those in full parties, and you need to be a competent motherfucker. Chances are, I'll be doing these raids with people that I already know how to play with, and mainly because I know these guys can handle their own and they can kill shit quick enough with me. Since raids sound like it's going to take a while to learn and beat, we usually get some groups together at times and post that shit all over at the website and whatnot. When we need people, we invite those we know, but the best way to get in on those groups is to be part of the conversations when we're setting shit up. So obviously being part of Prestige Gamers is going to give you a better idea of when we're going to be playing in these raids. Pending the difficulty and the length of time it takes to complete the motherfucker, I might be able to party up with people in the clan. But again, that all depends on the time and investment these shits are going to take. Now that doesn't mean as soon as this game releases, I'm going to be partying with you. No, motherfucker, doesn't work like that. I need to get the lay of the land first on the game before committing to parties for trophies and shit like that. So that's not something I'm going to be doing in the first 2 weeks of the game or so, or some shit like that. No. When I get my bearings on the game, then we could go trophy hunting. But in the immediate future, I'm going to be learning the game at my own pace. And that brings up the next point. How to get into games with me. As I've said countless times, the best way is to be a member at Prestige Gamers. You know, during the beta, I spent most of my times in parties with either Hatred or Smelly Undies and whatnot, because mainly these are people that I talk to on a daily basis on the website. When spots open up, that's when people will get to team up with us. When I head into the Crucible and we need full parties, that's when we'll start sending out invites to get people into our parties. Priority will be given to those on the website, followed by those in the clan, and then whatever spots we don't fill, that will be just the randoms that we need to add. So if you want to climb up the food chain and getting into rooms, the website is your best place to hang out with us. Now that I got all that shit out of the way, it's time for Destiny. Now I'll tell you, man, the last game I waited in line for at midnight was Modern Warfare 3. Oh god, how many times have I said in the past 4 months the last time I did something was Modern Warfare 3? Think about it. The last Call of Duty I paid for, Modern Warfare 3. The last Call of Duty DLC I paid for, Modern Warfare 3 with that Call of Duty Elite bullshit. The last time I paid for a game that had the potential to suck without previewing that shit ahead of time, Modern Warfare 3. So at the very least, Destiny has a very low ceiling to surpass some milestones. Oh man, fuck Modern Warfare 3. But in any event, I can't wait to get my hands on this game. You know, between the exploration part of the game, the strike missions, even the story missions to play with people, this shit is going to be entertainment for me as long as the shit works. If the shit doesn't work, man, oh, Bungie, you're going to end up like fucking Rockstar on the end of a rant video. Now, I gotta tell you, when I saw the initial concept Bungie was rolling out, I was intrigued. I mean, after all, these are the creators of Halo, Xbox's flagship franchise. It would be similar to Naughty Dog rolling out something similar for Xbox, and Xbox players being intrigued what they could create. Then the details of the game started rolling out, and the game continued to pique my interest. Destiny came out on stage in 2013 with that awfully rehearsed gameplay demo. Oh man, fuck that shit. But the content showed off a number of things that are right up my alley. After all, Mass Effect had a number of things shown already, and this time it was being done in an open world. Motherfucker, had BioWare given the people the ability to explore an open world together, that would have beat Bungie to the punch. But in any event, Bungie managed to deliver a solid looking product. We got the alpha, the beta, and after getting some hands-on time with the game, I must say, I absolutely found this game a shitload of fun. Is it perfect? Of course not, but the fun factor is definitely there. The quality of the beta on PlayStation 3, no less, the hardest console to program for that Bungie never developed anything for, shows this game has the potential to be on point. Now, before the game releases, I know there are certain criticisms of the game. Some are valid critiques, and others not so valid. Some ridiculous complaints are about the storyline, something that hasn't even been revealed yet. Other than complaints about this being nothing new, I mean really, how different do first-person shooter games have to be these days? You shoot shit in the face, what the fuck is going to be different about that? Do you want laser beams out of your eyes or something, or alternate reality in a first-person shooter? Of course, nothing is going to change across much of these genres, but in any event, man, some people complain about the lack of content. You know, it's only 4 explorable maps. You know, each map size is pretty big, but it does seem a little bit on the low end of the scale when you look at something like what Mass Effect created. Granted, this is a completely different genre, but you can understand people's concerns about map size and the amount of content that the game is going to have. The game also only offers up a small taste and variety of missions. I believe there are 6 strike missions that were uncovered, as well as 1 raid mission. They're going to have different variations of the strike missions. I believe they're going to have something like heroic strikes or some shit like that, Nightfall, whatever the fuck. And not for nothing, but Mass Effect, they rolled out their games with only 6 maps and 3 difficulty levels, and I played that shit for 60 fucking days. So personally, this is right on par with what I played in a prior game. I think Bungie's hype machine has done a great job of making this game seem like it's on a much bigger scale than it might actually be, but I'll judge that personally when the game comes out. The amount of shit that this game has to collect is staggering, and that alone leads me to believe I will be here for a while collecting tons of shit that will take me a whole bunch of time to get all that shit. I'll be trying to get all the different bounties and challenges, crucible matches with friends to keep me busy. I personally think the biggest issue this game is going to have is living up to the enormous hype this game created over the past 2 years. You know, Activision has done their part, spending millions of dollars marketing the game, so they certainly want to make sure this game sells well and competes with their other money-whoring franchise in Call of Duty. So I can't see all these years of development going to waste. You know, in trying to combine the worlds of MMOs with online shooters, very few games have had any kind of success. So Bungie's really trying to set the standard for games that they can make this type of crossover. You know, think about it. I can't drop in on a friend in a Call of Duty campaign. I can't explore an open world like Mass Effect with friends. Grand Theft Auto had the sense of exploration in a sandbox game where you and your friends could pretty much do anything you wanted in a massive city, but the issue was you needed to create the mission or fun on your own, where in Destiny, the missions and storylines are presented to you. Whether or not the game succeeds in fully combining all these elements of other successful games, that remains to be seen, but at the very least, it's not a straightforward shooter game. It's not a game dependent only on moving checkpoint to checkpoint to kill shit, and it adds the variety to the game that's going to keep people busy. You have your campaign, you have your exploration, you have your strike missions, you have the crucible. So they've taken almost every element that other successful games have launched and they're trying to meld it into one gigantic game. Not to mention, I think you need to do the campaign with 3 different characters to unlock all the shit in the game. Now, like most companies have already done, Bungie has announced DLC ahead of time in the form of expansion packs or whatever the fuck. $20 a piece to be exact. And you know that shit is Activision once again pushing the limits of how much people will pay. Oh, motherfucker, man. When they first jacked up the price to $15 to Call of Duty shitty DLC, that pissed me off. And now, Destiny is going to $20. And I'm telling you right now, Bungie, that shit better be worth the price. If I'm paying 1/3 the price of your game for additional content, that shit better give me the equivalent of 1/3 extra content compared to the disc-based game. Extra content in the game, otherwise you're gonna hear it from me motherfuckers in some rant videos. Now I know that Activision's doing the pricing, and you just have to go along with that shit, but that doesn't mean you can skimp out on the content at that fucking price point, man. Anyway, I ain't gonna get into it. I'll get into it when that shit releases. But that content is supposed to feel like an expansion to the game, as opposed to just a mere map or 2 or whatever the fuck. Personally, they better add a ton of shit to that campaign or maps or whatever the fuck to make it feel different. Because I'll tell you right now, if that shit is underwhelming, you are gonna piss a lot of people off in this motherfucker, man. But in the meantime, regardless of what they're gonna be doing in the future, I plan on playing the shit out of this game. I had plenty of fun in the beta. Their beta worked perfectly for what it needed to do, and it shows that Bungie is serious about making a functioning game that will hopefully be fully supported as much as they promise. You know, with Call of Duty turning into Crysis and Titanfall's bastard child. Oh man, fucking Advanced Warfare. I'm glad there's a game this year to take my mind off of that bullshit. I should have quite a bit of Destiny content to post, whether it's Crucible matches, live commentaries, live streams, or any other specialty videos. Oh man, wouldn't a Mission Impossible video be pretty damn interesting here? But in any event, the options are available for plenty of variety entertainment here, as well as other ideas that I could probably put together. But for now, those of you on PlayStation 4, you might see me somewhere in the open world. Those of you who are in the clan will certainly see me at some point in the game, as long as you go over to the website. And those people at Prestige Gamers will obviously be in my parties regardless of when I'm on. And after a few years of not having a game the whole crew can agree on to play, this seems like the game that will bring the band back together again. Mass Effect 3 was a game that really got our crew back to playing a game together ever since Modern Warfare 2. Considering how many of us had too many issues with either Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, or Ghost, this seems like the shooter game that will bring the Prestige Gamers community back to one game for the first time in years. So it's only just a matter of hours until I can finally get my hands on this motherfucker. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the open world that Bungie has created for us in Destiny.